I'm Jill Hurt.
And I'm Tori Cox. On today's show, we'll be recapping games from each and every one of our Hokie sports teams.
Virginia Tech's white team defense returned 2 interceptions for touchdowns to lead the team to a 27-9 victory over the Orange squad in the annual spring game held at Lane Stadium on Saturday afternoon. The white team, comprised mostly of backups, was spotted 13 points in the scrimmage and made it stand as the Hokies concluded spring football practice. It was an up-and-down day for the Orange offense, which amassed 297 yards. Quarterback Logan Thomas started for the Orange squad and completed 16 of 29 passes for 214 yards, but he threw 3 interceptions. Thomas's first interception came on the Orange's first possession of the game. He led the Orange to the white 4-yard line after a 57-yard pass to receiver Joshua Stanford. But 3 straight running plays netted a loss of 2 yards, and Tech's staff elected to go for it on the 4th down. Thomas tried to hit Dimitri Knowles on a slant, but backup safety Darian Green stepped in and intercepted the pass. Green sprinted 98 yards to the end zone for the first touchdown of the game. Thomas's second interception came on the next possession. On that one, backup cornerback Donovan Riley stepped in front of a pass intended for Stanford and returned it 53 yards for a touchdown. Thomas's third interception came in the second quarter when he and receiver DJ Coles seemed to be on the wrong page. The Orange team got on the board when defensive tackle Chris Harley stripped Maurice Taylor of the ball deep in the white team's territory. Taylor recovered the ball but was in the end zone, and the Orange team received a safety as a result. The Orange team's lone touchdown came in the third quarter when Mark Leal threw a 30-yard scoring strike to tight end Ryan Malik. Stanford caught 3 passes for 86 yards, including the 57-yarder, while J.C. Coleman caught 3 passes and Dimitri Knowles hauled in 2. Tech now will spend the summer preparing for its season opener against Alabama and Atlanta on August 31st. Coaches and players had a lot to say after the scrimmage.
Defensively, we got a chance to be very good. Got to keep working, keep improving. I think that showed there today. Kicking-wise, I think we can be very good. We got good kickers. Got some good return guys. We didn't see much of the returns today, but I really feel like that can be a good part of our game. And then offense, we got to get more consistent. We've heard that before, but in catching the balls, you drop a ball and it kills the drive, and the blocking up front. I can tell you there's more to our offense than we showed today, but we also started out trying to get a good foundation, and I think we've done that. I thought it'd be more running plays that would pop for more yardage today, and it's going to be interesting to go back and look at this video and see who did what and how they did it and so forth. But I mean, it's just we got to function in a more, and a part of that is evaluating the talent. You end up with a lot of guys out there today, but there's not going to be a lot of guys there that's going to line up against Alabama. We got to determine who are those guys. And I made a point. I don't know if you guys remember, but Ernest Wilford dropped a touchdown pass that would have beaten Miami. What he did that next summer is go out and catch about 100 balls a day. So we got some guys that need to catch about 100 balls a day, and because they got talent, we need to be there every play and not be good one play and not so good the next. But some of them are young, and and the other thing I'll say is the team we were today. It's not so important where we are today. It's important where we can get to when we line up against Alabama. That means the whole summer working, getting stronger conditioning, catching balls. We don't have to be the same group when we line up against Alabama that we were.
Well, I thought it was going to be cake work, honestly, but they came out there and they played well. And we kind of just, we weren't able to overcome it. I don't even think even if they didn't score the 2 touchdowns, we still would have lost. So that's one of those days.
You want to earn this backup spot. If you're needed, you want to be ready to go. And I guess is that what you're working on and spurring to see if you're right?
Oh yeah, I mean, being a backup, you're always one play away, 1 second away from being in the game. So when I practice and when I prepare myself, I practice as if I'm the starter, prepare like I'm the starter, and I just try to do that every day on and off the field and just try to get better.
Bear with me if this sounds like a funny question. Was part of you disappointed that Logan came back?
Oh, not at all. Me and Logan, really good friends. Obviously, if he would have left, I would have been happy just to step in and start. But if not, he's back another year. He's a really smart, good player, and he just continue to teach me what he knows, and just continue to grind with him.
They gave you 13 points today. Did you guys kind of figure you'd be able to overcome that? Are you disappointed how it turned out?
Yeah, I mean, we were a little disappointed being that, we had all the majority of the ones. We felt like 13 points, would be a battle to fight back, but we felt like we could, and we just weren't consistent today. We were a little off, and that's probably what happened. I think we did well.
Give back was mostly reading the receiver.
Just reading my man, and once he jumped in, I jumped in, and Logan threw it right to me, so it was a touchdown from there.
Why weren't you expecting him to throw?
Because I had already jumped him, and I don't really think Logan seen me, but I had already jumped him in, so from there, he threw it to me, and I took it to the crib. That was about it.
How interesting was it for you guys to get a 13-point lead and then score the first 14 points?
It was very interesting because we wanted to win the game, but we didn't know we were going to come out here that way there. And I think my teammates said so. We came out and played.
Coach Beaver said that one of the things he took away is maybe some of the second-team guys need to be first-team guys. Are you one of those guys?
I hope so. I hope so.
Yes, I think that's essential with every football team. Going against the same people every day, they know what to expect. That third and short, they know we're going to run the ball and things like that. And our defense is top notch, so when they break it, they break it. So it's not much we can really do. So yeah, I do.
Are you hoping to put on more of a show than carries for 11 yards? Are you disappointed with that?
I'm not disappointed. Of course, I was hoping to break a run or a bit more yards. That's any running back, but I'm definitely not disappointed. I know what I can do, and I know we're working on all season. Hopefully, my progress will just increase.
It sounds like, I know the coach keeps saying they haven't come up with a pecking order, not to say anything about it publicly, but it sounds like maybe in their mind they do kind of know what's up and don't want to share it because they want all you guys working. Do you feel like there's already a defined order there?
I don't. I feel all of us go out there, we compete every day. The coaches don't tell us anything also, so I really can't tell what order we are right now, but I do know that we're all great backs and we're all looking forward to this one.
Kind of keeps you guys motivated?
Yes, definitely, I do, definitely. Keeps us hungry, it keeps us pushing each other.
What you do?
How frustrating was that when it feels like you should have scored and then a few plays later?
That was, it was actually really frustrating. That's why I just feel like I didn't really play my best football today.
Not really, just because
a lot of things that I have to improve on as far as route running and being able to change gears and everything like that. So at least I know what I have to work on.
I was on the scene with VTTV's Tamia Spills to talk to fans before the spring game and find out why they're excited about Hokie football. I'm Tori Cox, and I'm here with VTTV, and I'm here with Tamia Spells, and we're going around and interviewing Hokie fans and asking them what they're most excited for the spring.
My name is Josh Few, and I'm here because I'm a huge Hokie football fan, and that's all I care about 365 days a year.
Reporting live from the Virginia Tech spring football game. This is Carly Whiting. We've got Zach McCray's girlfriend.
We have a football wife of Blacksburg, and we're going to create a TV show.
The NFL Wives of Blacksburg. This is Kristen Russell.
Hi, I'm Kristen.
I'm here today to have fun with my friends, experience one last home football event, and I'm excited to see all of the players, especially the ones that are about to leave.
I'm Johnson Bray, and I'm here because I'm here because I'm a Hokie fan, and I love the spring game. I've come here every year since I was in middle school, and I think this is like my 10th spring game at this point. And I'm here so we can train well enough to beat Bama.
I'm pretty excited to see our quarterback. His name's Logan Thomas. He's 6'6", 254, I think. I'm gonna watch him play. I'm looking for the play action passes. I'm looking for the halfback draws. Hopefully it works out because we had a pretty subpar season last year.
Probably Trey Edmonds, the redshirt freshman. Yeah, he came here as possibly either a linebacker or a running back, so he's just got to be sort of a pretty good athlete, and been hearing a lot of good things about him out of practices and everything. So it's good to trying to see him get some carries and compete with J.C. Coleman for the starting running back job. So excited about that. And
we're ready to beat Alabama. Offensively, we're kind of worried about how we can do it against them because they're Alabama and they can play defense, and we're pretty aware of that. But we got a pretty good defense too, in James Gale, Luther Matty, Derek Hopkins, all those guys. Kyle, Antone, when he comes back, hopefully he'll be back for the game. We're real stoked about that. We've been tweeting at him every day. So we can't wait to show Alabama that we can stuff their run game and we can hang with them.
To be honest, that may be a little bit of a struggle, but I think we got some good recruits coming in. So if they play their 100% and they start, get the Fullers, and then just Logan throwing the good balls, no picks or anything, I think we have a good chance of winning. Rock on, and I hope you get north end zone.
How much are national championships?
Just to let everyone know, we will always prevail. Go Hokies! We will always prevail. Go Hokies!
VTTV's Rachel Franks and Tamia Spells also got the chance to talk to former Hokies David Wilson, Tyrod Taylor, and Cam Chancellor at their spring game autograph signing.
Hi, I'm Tamia Spells here with Rachel Franks, and we're here for VTTV at Textbook Store on Main Street. We're here for signing day before the spring game for Hokie fans and Hokie alumni. We've got the chance to talk to Tyrod Taylor, David Wilson, and Cam Chancellor. Right now, I'm here with
David Huxtable.
And David, so you're a big Hokie fan?
Mm-hmm.
Who is your favorite player?
David Wilson.
David Wilson, and that's who you're here to see right now?
Mm-hmm.
When you get to see him, what is one thing you're going to tell him?
Did he do gymnastics when he was a kid?
And I'm here with David Wilson, running back for the New York Giants. So, David, what do you miss most about playing at Virginia Tech?
The fans in the stadium. Going here, walking across the campus, you know what I mean? And being in class and going to football practice with all my, in college, everything's so tight. So you got a lot of friends that you came in with as freshmen. And I left early, so some of those guys still here, so it's always good to come back.
And so all of the fans, the players, the students at Tech, everyone's excited about the Bama game. Do you think you'll be able to make it to the Bama game, or will you just be supported from home?
Our schedule just came out yesterday, so, I got to look at it and see if I can come. But any game I can come to, I'm going to be down here.
Okay. And since you've left, the running back game has struggled a little bit. Have you reached out to any of the guys and offered them any words of encouragement or advice?
Yeah, definitely. JC, Michael Holmes, and also Trey Edmonds, which is from my hometown. I speak to those guys, especially Trey more, because he's from my hometown, so I feel obligation to help him out. And we also close friends, so I definitely want to see him succeed and just Virginia Tech as a football team succeed.
And speaking of Trey, he's a very, very nice guy, very humble, and everyone's excited to see him play this year. It's like he's the new guy on campus that everyone's looking forward to. So you know him already, you know him personally. Have you been impressed with him?
Yeah, I even watched some of his high school highlights, and then he always well-spoken and humble and always hard-working. So, I'm just excited to see him get his opportunity.
Okay. And my last question. Since the Giants have let go of Mark Bradshaw, it looks like you'll be getting a lot of carries this season. Are you excited about this? Are you nervous? And what have you been doing to prepare for it?
I'm always working hard, and I'm definitely excited. I love competition, and, I definitely want this starting job. So I'm going in this offseason, and I've been training and doing everything to prepare. So just can't wait.
Thank you, David. Right now I'm here with Hokie fan
Taylor Riley.
Okay, Taylor, who are you excited to see today?
Tyrod. I have loved him ever since high school, and we spent a year here together, and then he left, and now he's on to bigger and better things, but I still love him.
And I'm here with Hokie fan
Ashley Farley.
Okay, Ashley, who are you most excited to see today?
Tyrod Taylor.
Tyrod, see your favorite?
Yes.
Okay. Hi, I'm Rachel Franks for VTTV here with Tyrod Taylor, our Ravens quarterback. So Tyrod, what do you miss most about playing at Tech?
Just being here.
definitely was a fun time here, 4 years through ACC championships. Just was able to have a lot of fun. I mean, it's still fun in the big leagues too, but just the community being around here and the support was definitely something that I missed.
So I know you have a really busy fall. Are you going to be able to make it down to Blacksburg for any games?
I'm not sure. I haven't looked at both schedules yet. Hopefully I can make it down to a game. Or like last year, I was able to catch them in D.C. when they played Cincinnati. But we'll see. I'm looking forward to catching the game though.
Okay, so last year Logan Thomas didn't have his best season. Have you been able to talk to him, give him some advice or encouragement?
Yeah, I talked to him, and we was young across the board, as offense and as defense. So hopefully, with guys coming back, it should be a better year. I know they're working hard this spring, and I'm looking forward to a good spring game this year to start off a good year.
And there have been a lot of coaches changes since you've been here. Have you gone to talk to any of the new coaches?
Yeah, I've talked to him. I actually met with him yesterday. It was a good time. I got a chance to sit down and talk with some of the coaches, and looking forward. It seems like they're doing a lot of good things too.
Good. And now, since February, you've officially been a Super Bowl champion. Do you feel any different?
No, the goal is to get another one. We're
Okay.
definitely appreciative of the first one. It was a great game, great season. And, looking forward to getting back on the field next year.
Okay, so we can expect another ring next year?
That's what we work hard for. I can't promise anything. We're definitely working hard to repeat.
Okay, thank you. Here with Cam Chancellor, strong safety for the Seattle Seahawks. So, what do you miss most about playing at Tech?
Well, I miss playing in the stadium, first of all. It's like one of the loudest stadiums I've ever played in, besides Seattle now, but one of the loudest stadiums I've ever played in. The fan base here is just amazing, and you know, just how's everybody here like family.
So the defense looks like it's going to be really strong this year for Tech. Is there any players you're particularly excited to see?
You know, I haven't really paid too much attention to like the names on defense because they're younger guys, and I really don't know a lot of them. But you know, Fuller, I pay attention to Fuller a lot, and I like his game at corner and anti-Exum. Really see how they will improve their game this season. You know, Exum coming off the injury, seeing how he'll regroup from that and bounce back.
Okay. Now, I've noticed on Twitter you're a bit of a sneakerhead. What would you say is your favorite pair of shoes?
My favorite pair of shoes, it'll be probably Jordans.
Jordans?
Jordans, yeah.
Okay.
You know, anytime Jordans come out, I got to try to get them.
Okay. I think some new Jordans just came out today. Have you?
They did, but I got them like
you
a
got
week
them?
ago. Yeah.
Okay. Early release?
The buzz, yeah.
Okay, nice. Okay, so the new schedules for this fall just came out. And in December, week 15, you guys are playing the Giants at MetLife Stadium. Now, if David is breaking down the field, looks like he's going to get a big gain. Are you going to be able to take him down?
Definitely.
Definitely?
You definitely got to take him down.
Okay. Thank you so much.
I'm here with Hokie fans.
Lauren Courtney.
Jerry Courtney.
Are you guys going to the spring game later?
We are. We're going to go get tailgate munchies after this, then go tailgate for a little while.
Who are you most excited to see there?
One of my good friends, Luther Maddie.
I was going to ask you about that. I see you had on the jersey. Yeah, I love Luther. He's a great guy. So you ready to see him?
Yes.
Going to work. Hope he gets a lot of tacos. Who else is that? Is your favorite Hokie right now?
A lot of, also Michael Branthover is a good friend of mine. We're all just kind of close. So I'm going to excited to see everybody.
What about you?
I like all the guys. It's just fun watching them play and just enjoy it. But got to love Luther.
Are you going to the spring game later?
Yes.
Who are you most excited to see play there?
I'm excited to see if Logan Thomas has improved at all since last season, because we are going to need someone who's really good for the Alabama game.
Okay, so do we have any words of encouragement or anything we want to say to the Hokies before the spring game?
Play well and play smart.
Exactly. Get ready for Alabama.
That's right.
Go Hokies!
Are you turned on? Are you turned on?
Are you turned on? VTTV.
The baseball team traveled to the University of Maryland for a doubleheader on Saturday. In the first game, Maryland jumped out early and held a 6-2 lead after 3 frames. But the Hokies used a 5-run six keyed by 2 RBI single by Chad Morgan and a 3 RBI double by Chad Pinder to take their first lead of the day. Tech added a single run in the 7th, only to see the Terrapins answer with a 2-run home run that knotted the game at 8 in the 7th. In the 8th, Tyler Horn brought home a go-ahead run with a grounder, but Maryland won the game in the 9th on a 2 RBI single. The final score was 10-9. In the second game, Joe Manaply worked a season-high 7 scoreless frames and allowed just 3 hits and 1 walk while striking out 6 batters. Meanwhile, the Tech offense gave Manaply more than enough breathing room. They plated a single run in the 1st, 2 in the 3rd, and broke the game open in the 4th on a 3-run home run by Mark Zagunis. In the 7th, Brendan Hayden knocked in his 3rd run of the game to spark a 3-run inning. Leading 11-0, the Hokies turned the game over, and Sean Kennedy, who quickly loaded the bases with a pair of walks and an error. However, the freshman pitcher got a strikeout, a flyout, and a grounder to escape the threat and closed the 9th with a perfect frame. The two teams finished their series on Sunday.
On Sunday afternoon, the baseball team beat the Terps 3-2 to win the series. Starting pitcher Devin Burke pitched his first collegiate complete game in the winning effort. Tech started off strong by scoring 2 runs. However, in the bottom of the 5th, Maryland tied the game at 2. Tech eventually broke the tie in the 7th with Chad Pinder singling home Alex Perez for the go-ahead run. From there, Burke shut down the Terps for the rest of the game. He only allowed 5 hits and 2 walks while striking 2 batters out in the win. Tech improves to 24-17 overall and 9-12 in the ACC. The team will stay at home for a series against UVA this weekend.
The softball team dropped a pair of games to Longwood last Wednesday, falling 6-5 in the first game and 5-4 in the second. In the first game, Longwood hit 2 home runs and pounded out 12 hits overall. Tech tied it up in the 7th inning to force extra innings, but Longwood got the bunt down and scored its runner on a single to take the close win. Jasmine Harrell had a rough night as she gave up 4 runs on 7 hits in just 2 innings. In the second game, the Lancers hit a 2-run shot in the first inning and never looked back. Tech threatened several times to take the lead, but couldn't ever get the big hit. Bailey Little went 4 innings, allowing 5 runs on 7 hits. Tech's pitching staff gave up 21 hits in the doubleheader, including 4 home runs. The offense didn't help the pitchers much, leaving 21 runners on base in the doubleheader. The team stayed at home for a series against Florida State.
Despite the record crowd of over 2,000 cheering fans, the Hokies lost both games to Florida State, falling 4-2 and 11-0 on Saturday. In the first game, Tech took a 1-0 lead in the first inning when Kylie McGoldrick drove in Courtney Little. The Hokies then added a run in the 5th inning when Kat Banks legged out an infield single to plate pinch runner Nina Compton. But the Seminoles came back with a run in the 6th inning and then added 3 more runs in the 7th inning to pull out the win. In the second game, the Seminoles came out swinging, scoring in 4 of its first 5 at-bats to end the game early because of the mercy rule. Pitcher Jasmine Harrell lasted 3 innings, giving up 6 runs on 6 hits with a walk and a strikeout. The two teams finished their series on Sunday.
In that game, the Seminoles defeated the softball team 4-3 in front of another record crowd to earn the series sweep. The loss is Tech's 5th straight overall and 6th straight at home. After the Seminoles got a run in the first inning, the Hokies fought back with 2 runs in the 3rd inning, taking the lead. Lauren Gaskill's double allowed pitch runner Nina Compton to score, and Gaskill later scored on a throwing error. Similar to Saturday's first game, Tech led 2-1 late in the game, but Florida State scored 3 runs to take the lead. In the 5th inning, Maddie O'Brien grounded the pitch from Kelly Hines with runners on first and second base. Courtney Little's 2-out single plated Gaskill to bring the score to 4-3, but the Hokies were unable to score any more than that, and the Seminoles got the win. The Hokies out-hit the Seminoles 6-2 with 3 from Gaskill and 1 each from Courtney Little, Bailey Little, and Amanda Ake. With the loss, Tech fell to 27-15 overall and 6-8 in the conference. The team played again this week against Radford.
In that game, the softball team rebounded from a tough week with an 8-1 win over Radford Tuesday night. Tech jumped out to a quick lead in the first inning after loading the bases when Bailey Little drove in 2 runs with a single to right field. In the 3rd inning, Courtney Little led off with a double and scored when Kylie McGoldrick blasted a 2-run home run to make it 4-0. In the 6th inning, Tech busted out the big sticks as Courtney Little drove in Kat Banks with a double and then trotted home on McGoldrick's second home run of the game. Jessica McNamara then crushed a solo home run to give Tech an 8-0 lead. Bradford got a run in the 6th inning to keep the game alive, but nothing more as Maggie Tyler finished off the complete game effort. The team will play again this weekend when they go on the road to face UVA.
Despite keeping things close for much of the first half, the lacrosse team was unable to overcome the 16th-ranked Virginia as it fell 10-5 Wednesday night. The Cavaliers took the early lead, putting away a pair of goals in the first 5 minutes of play. Tech did not let the early lead last long as Megan Will quickly responded for the Hokies when she fired one into the goal from the right side. Later in the first half, Virginia began to distance itself, scoring 4 unanswered goals to close out the half. The Cavaliers took not only the 6-1 lead, but a 14-7 shooting advantage and 6-2 draws edge into the break. The Hokies responded out of halftime as Jack Bossignet worked her way into the left side and scored the first goal of the new half. Virginia responded quickly with a free position goal, but Bossignet scored again minutes later. Keeping the momentum in Tech's favor, Maddie Hess made it a 3-goal game at 7-4. After both teams went nearly 10 minutes without a goal, the Cavs went on a 3-goal run to seize control of the match. However, Meg Bartley broke up the streak when she found the back of the goal connecting on a pass from Will with 5 minutes to go. But it wasn't enough for the Hokies as Virginia held on to the 10-5 win. Alex Glee received her decision and finished her 51 minutes of play, making 6 saves. Tech returned home for senior day on Saturday against Maryland.
In that game, the lacrosse team fell 15-7 to the #1 Maryland Terrapins Saturday afternoon at Thompson Field. Maryland wasted no time getting on the board as they scored less than 30 seconds into the game. The Tech defense did not allow the Terps to get anything going after the early goal, as neither team struck again until 10 minutes later. After Maryland scored 4 goals to grab a 5-0 lead, the Hokies called a timeout. Libby Roseborough responded after the break as she fired in Tech's first goal of the game midway through the half. Nearly 5 minutes later, Roseborough was in on another goal, setting up Megan Will to make it a 6-2 game. Meg Bartley broke up a 3-goal Maryland run when she found the back of the net on a free position attempt with a minute to go until the half. The Terps took a commanding 9-3 lead into halftime. Maryland again got out to a quick start in the second, putting away a pair of early goals before Brooke Martin sailed in a shot 3 minutes into the period. The Terps used a 3-goal run to get a 10-goal difference, but Will struck again midway through the half to break it up. Roseborough put away back-to-back goals with under 10 minutes to play, but the Hokies were unable to get anything going to overcome the difference. Alex Gale logged 40 minutes in goal and received the decision, also making 4 saves. The team will now head to the ACC tournament in Chapel Hill next week.
It was an eventful weekend for the track and field program as 8 Hokies walked away from the ACC Outdoor Track and Field Championships with individual titles. Okay. After winning last year's team championship, the men came in second place with 138 points, 11 points out of first. The women were 7th with 56 points. After Chris Yulee took second for his first All-ACC honors in the men's pole vault, fellow sophomore Angelique Vester defended her crown, placing first in the hammer throw. Grant Pollock came up with the Hokies' second win of the day in the 1,500 meters. After a jump off with Maryland's John Hill, Ronnie Black took his first ACC high jump crown. The Hokies had a good showing in the finals of the men's 100 meters. Darrell Wesh had the lead heading into the final stretch of the sprint, but he was passed just before the finish line. Freshman Tadashi Pinder finished in the 7th. Later that inning, Wesh gave the Hokies their first win ever in the men's 200-meter dash. He wasn't the only Hokie in the race as Jonathan McCants came in 4th. Thomas Curtin also earned a come-from-behind win in the final stretch of the 5,000-meter race. Next, the team will head to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania for the Penn Relays on Thursday.
That's all we have for you on this edition of Tech Total Access. Please join us next week for more hard-hitting sports action. As always,
go Hokies!